I'm sorry. Hang on. Is this what the show was trying to do? Shadow of Mordor. I swear I've done this already. I really thought I had, but then I looked in my videos and there was a Golem related thing that I had done, but I don't know. This is an older game, 8 years old. We're gonna watch the launch trailer for this and then the IGN review of this game. And honestly, I don't know what to expect. I know the movies very well. Very, very well. Embarrassingly well. I have read the first, oh, there's an honest trailer for it too. I don't know the books very well, and I really wonder, like, the characters, how much it differs from the story. I've read The Hobbit a couple times when I was a kid, and I've read The Lord of the Rings, and then I was in the middle of Two Towers and it got returned to the library because I used the Libby app. Use your public library because having fun isn't hard. I don't know how universal Arthur is, but like, Arthur. Anyways, I got to the middle of Two Towers and then it got returned, and I've just like had no interest in going back to it because shame. I feel shame, and you guys can tell me about it in the comment section, how shameful I should be, and like, just tell me to get the book again and finish it because I need that push. I got to the end of the Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli part, and so I can only assume the rest of the book is about Frodo and Sam. But that's my least favorite part of the second movie. So like, we're through my favorite part of the second movie.
I wasted on cross country. We dwarves are natural sprinters.
I wish they had been in the other order because I don't know that I'm gonna care. Anyways, I need the push. Give me the push. Besides that, thank you so much to my channel members. If you want to make sure your comment is seen by me, please click the join button and become a channel member. Also, if you did not already know, these are my books. I am an independently published author, and yeah, buy my books if you want to. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm curious. I want to get into this, so let's get into it.
Am I dead?
I don't know.
Banished from death. A curse binds us together.
Who are you?
I shaped the history of Middle-earth. I crafted the rings of power.
Oh!
Celebrimbor, greatest smith of the Second Age. Sauron deceived you into making the rings. He tortured both you and your kin. I had a family once, and I buried them along with everyone I even knew.
Perhaps that pain is what connects us.
Very soon, the Dark Lord and his army will march all over Mordor. I have seen Sauron's sons. They bring much suffering.
Can the curse be broken?
Destroy the Black Hand and his followers and claim Mordor.
I'm sorry. Hang on. Is this what the show was trying to do? Because I'm pretty in, and I only know some of these names because I watched the show. And I watched the show and really enjoyed it. And I think I will never rewatch it because I will not enjoy it a second time. I'm sure of that because the more I think about the show, the less I like it. And I think my first watch through of the show, I was just like, I'm just happy to be in Middle-earth. I'm just happy to be in the world. It looks really good and I'm gonna enjoy it. I just decided I'm gonna like the show. And I think if I watch it again, it won't be that way. But yeah, to the true Lord of the Rings nerds, I need you guys. I need you guys in my comment section right now to tell me what's what, you know?
How do I do this?
Your power.
What do you know of the Black Hand?
Literally nothing.
Rules. Come close if you want the Black Hand.
What would you know that all these other dead orcs didn't?
Come this way.
I do not trust him.
We're lucky to have you.
Don't be blinded by them.
Okay. Sorry for stopping again so quickly, but like, this is a channel about my thoughts, so I guess it's okay. I really say that disclaimer to the people who keep commenting about how much I talk in my videos. You know who you are. Anyways, somebody recently told me when I was streaming that, because I said, I want a game that's like, just a straight line. That's what I want. And they said that games like that don't really exist anymore. So I need to play older games. And is this game one of those? Because then I'll play it.
I'll have your guts.
Where are the servants of the Dark Lord?
Kill him.
Fun! Fun! Dark Ranger. I think the show should have just been, I don't know why shows do this. Kenobi? Obi-Wan? Obi-Wan. It's not called Kenobi, it's called Obi-Wan, isn't it? Should have just been a teeny weeny tiny little itty-bitty story about Ben helping some random Jedi with no connection to anything else and rediscovering his commitment to the Force. That's it. The fuck is Leia doing here? Why? Just a teeny tiny little story about a little man and his little rebellion before he earns his Qui-Gon chit-chat time, you know? So that's kind of how I feel about the show, even though I'm not a true Lord of the Rings fan. I'm just like a LOTR movie girly, you know? It's happened a few times that in the comment section of videos, people have asked me if I have like ADD or ADHD. And like, I don't know that I do. I don't think I do. But when my thoughts bounce around like that, I understand why you guys ask. Anyways, do your best to answer my questions in the comment section if you want to. Or like start a discussion or whatever. Tell me about this game, please. I know you're going to. I'll be patient.
The best thing about playing Middle-earth
funny, in Tolkien
Mordor
names.
is it makes me feel over-the-top powerful without sacrificing the fear of defeat.
Oh.
It's got great free-flowing combat and a good-sized, good-looking open-world map full of
Open world?
lore to find. But what makes it special is what's going on in the background. An intriguing hierarchy of enemies that gives every victory and defeat extra meaning.
Shadow of the Bat. Like Batman? Just kidding.
A brief and shocking opening scene sets a dark and brutal tone as Talion, a former ranger of Gondor, is ritually executed along with his family. Talion's spirit is then bound to an amnesiac elf ghost and returned to Middle-earth for vengeance against Sauron's forces. It's a story that doesn't make total sense for hardcore Tolkien scholars,
Oh, okay.
but it is well acted.
Mordor.
So he's human.
What has happened to me?
Wait. Is he, human? Or is he, what's it called? Numenor? What's in Aragon? Those guys? What are they called? Thank you. Are they the same?
It makes decent use of Gollum, and there are a couple of memorable new characters. The plot does a fair job of explaining why Talion has such sweet supernatural powers with his sword, dagger, and bow.
Ooh. Ooh.
Much like in the Batman Arkham games, you can stealthily pick off enemies one at a
I
time,
do like stealth.
or dive headfirst into a brawl with dozens
I
of
do like that
opponents
as
and beat the
well.
crap out of them with a smoothly animated series of attacks and counters. Unlike Batman, of course, Mordor's involved these great, gory animations. It feels as easy
Blade
to acrobatically
clean.
slaughter Uruks as it looks for Legolas in Peter Jackson's movie.
Okay.
And it's more fun to do than it is to watch.
That
Sword
can't be
combat
true for
feels
me.
pretty much just as good here as brawling does in Batman, which is to say it's amazing. It's a bit more forgiving, in that if you push the counter button, Talion will drop whatever he's doing and counter instantly.
Oh my god! Literally, all I want from God of War is for this schmuck of war to stop what he's doing and shield! I'm okay.
Her recharging time-slowing power makes scoring a couple of headshots with the bow easy. Whether in stealth
Easy
or
for
in heated
some.
battle.
Probably not for
And even
me.
though the stealth is pretty basic, it's great to have the option to thin the herd a bit before they even know you're there.
I wish this was an open world. That'd be so fun for me. Fight or flight? Tell me about it.
What sets Mordor's combat apart from Batman is that it's really easy to get into trouble early on.
Why is this so compared to
Especially if you let
Batman?
the Uruks raise the alarm in one of their strongholds, you can quickly get overwhelmed by more enemies than you can hope to handle.
Okay.
Things got a lot easier a few hours in when I'd leveled up and unlocked more of Talion's skill tree. Then I could build up combos quicker and execute 2 enemies for the price of 1. Even fight mounted on a rancor like Groud. And what's really cool about Mordor is that whether you win or lose these fights, something interesting happens.
Oh!
If you kill an Uruk captain, he drops a rune that can be slotted into one of your weapons for bonuses.
Okay.
If any Uruk kills you, even if he's some random grunt, he levels up and earns new abilities and some cooler armor.
He
Maybe
does?
He gets promoted up the chain of command. You'll definitely run into him again later to settle the score.
Oh!
And you'll have a new introduction taunt about his victory when you meet. It makes each death feel meaningful.
You're back. I think you'll do better than last time.
Oh, that's so cool and
Another little
mean.
still alive.
Even though the hierarchy is a pretty simple system once you understand what it's doing, and you realize that these Uruk captains aren't actually roaming the map in real time, it's great to play with. Uruks have an internal power struggle for rank, and you can interrupt their duels, feasts, hunts, and more to pick fights and kill off Uruk captains, and ultimately the powerful war chiefs. Each captain has his own randomized strengths and vulnerabilities, so each fight is at least a little different. I ran into a couple of guys who seemed invulnerable to almost everything, which was a little annoying, but eventually they all went down.
That would drive me bananas.
In the second act, you go to a refreshingly green-looking area of Mordor, where Talion and his ghost buddies suddenly realize that he can mind control Uruks and turn them against each other. That's even more fun, because it gives you the option to either kill a captain for a rune reward, or control him and sick him on one of his former allies.
That.
Taking an Uruk alive can be trickier than just lopping off his head, though. So it's more challenging to accomplish the new goal of mind controlling 5 war chiefs.
Right.
I love how you have the option to mind control a war chief's lieutenants, then kill the war chief and watch your minion become the new war chief. I did notice that the mind control visual effect caused some slowdown in the PlayStation 4 version, but it didn't interfere much with combat. Charging through the decent but less exciting story missions would probably take around 12 hours, but the goal of killing or dominating the war chiefs is much more time consuming. I spent around 25 hours to reach the end, and there's still a lot of challenging side missions based around testing sword, bow, and dagger skills left to do.
Oh my god. Verdict. Tell me. You liked it. You're gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor stands out from other open-world action games by putting a great new layer on top of the trail that Batman blazed. I was surprised by how well it integrates its excellent combat with rewarding feedback and progression.
What
not
is
just for me,
with the Batman
but also my
comparison?
enemies. I've had
Oh,
many
wow,
more memorable and
9.3?
unpredictable battles with its randomized
Wow!
war chiefs and captains than I did with the scripted campaign missions, and I expect those to keep on coming. For more on Shadow of Mordor, stick with IGN.
Very interesting. Okay, I do want to know another... Was it an honest trailer that I saw? I like that it's showing me what button to push. I need that. Yes, 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 exactly. Exactly what I wanted next.
The following trailer is rated H for R. From the developers of the world's most realistic pipe-to-the-face simulators comes an epic tale about revenge from beyond the grave that takes the Lord of the Rings movies and replaces Bilbo with murderous ghost Batman.
Oh.
Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor. Return to Tolkien's familiar
Sorry,
world.
what is that little dot that was there? Okay, it's gone now.
Orcs, humans, and grogs? What the hell is a grog? And watch as Shadow abandons the rich tradition of the Lord of the Rings games by ignoring the familiar story and characters, ditching the PG-13 combat, and not totally sucking as you plunge headfirst into a battlefield action
Bang,
game
bang, bang!
with some genuinely solid gameplay and more decapitations than you can shake a sword at. It's kind of his thing. Raise the shattered blade of Talion and current edgelord Aragorn, transformed from loving father and husband into a half-ghost badass swordmaster, thirsty for revenge against the superpowered goths that murdered his family,
Superpowered
who you will
goths.
systematically slaughter with the help of your amnesiac wraith buddy, who also happens to be the guy who started all this ring business to begin with. In a completely original story that finally gives you Lord of the Rings without any pesky hobbitses. Well, technically one, but ring junkies don't count. Open world your way through the blackened hellscape of Mordor, completing challenges, picking fights, collecting collectibles, and climbing spooky ghost towers. Then assault the enemy strongholds, sneaking your way to their leaders like a medieval hitman, and silently snuffing them with your non-canonical ghost magic.
Non-canonical.
Or just busting in the door and slicing up every orc in a 10-mile radius. Because let's face it, no one's gonna feel bad for these hellgirls. Morality is subjective. Whee! Cut down your enemies one after another in Shadow's Belatic battle system, dispatching endless hordes of orcs with combos and parries straight out of the Arkham series. as you teleport around the battlefield.
So does that mean that if I play Arkham, then I'll be good at this one better, faster
Until you run into
thing?
a general
You know
and
what I
discover
mean.
they can only be killed with a drop attack on Mondays during a full moon. Then take them down and watch as they come back for revenge. Or get reminded of exactly how bad they beat your ass the last time.
Next death will come more quickly than the last.
I don't think I needed that second part. Discover the innovative Nemesis system, which is basically if House of Cards was a video game mechanic. As you manage the Orc tribe's hierarchy through selective murder, then initiate a hostile takeover with your mind-controlled peons until you control a slave army of greenskins and lead them to slaughter their brothers en masse for a cause they don't support, in a game system that you probably shouldn't think too hard about. So whip out your silver hammer and forge your way in a solid action game, because without all of that pesky Lord of the Rings stuff, it's basically just an ultra-violent Assassin's Creed.
Oh.
Starring Ghost Dad, Casper the Friendly Ghost, Steve Torvin the Karagor Hunter, my wife, I got tickets to Coachella, I was a hunter once, Hammer Time, Crest White Strips, The Black Handy, Middle Management, and Steve Buscemi, Ghostman, Mordor City.
That's funny.
If Celebrimbor was the one that forged the ring and was a king, isn't he the literal Lord of the Rings? Whoa. A good cameraman like you plans.
Okay, I greatly look forward to reading as many Lord of the Rings nerdy comments as I get. I'm looking forward to that. My only request, please, if you're gonna write me a wall of text, have paragraph breaks, because I'm not a very good reader and I get really intimidated by just... So if there's paragraph breaks, thank you so much. I'd be so happy to read your novels about this game and about Lord of the Rings. I don't know what else to say. I just love Lord of the Rings so much. I should probably read the books. Tell me to read the books. If you're at all interested in my trip to Weta Workshops in Hobbiton, check out my Instagram. There's a highlight about that. And thank you so much for watching to the end of this video with me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and are happy and healthy, taking care of yourselves and each other. And as always, until next time, may the Force be with you. Live long and prosper. And I'll be back in one of these if you want to click on it. Thanks, bye!